Hey guys, what's up? This is Josh. This is Faith. We have another revelation for you. We've been going through the last, week or two since we posted the last video, and we got some more stuff coming at you from upstairs. But this time, Faith was the one with the message, and she's going to take it away. So,
I think we both got a message. Why don't
yeah.
you read your verse that you were going to share first?
Okay. The preface of this is basically how to walk the narrow way. It says here, and this is in Matthew 7, verse 13. It says, "Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And there are many who go by it, or who go in by it. Because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it." Now, I can go on for hours breaking this down, and I actually do plan on making another video about the narrow way versus the easy way and, concepts about that. But this kind of just breaks down, whose life? Jesus is the truth, the life, and the way. So to get to Jesus, it's not easy, even though some people say it is, but it really isn't. I mean, true life in Christ is a narrow gate. It's a narrow path. And it says it's difficult. So we're going to go through struggles as believers, or you're going to kind of go through the weeds and go through the rubbles, but that's kind of what this is about. So Faith has a revelation she gone through that she would like to give, like kind of like a live example of what the narrow way would be. So go ahead.
Honestly, I really don't know how to really honestly explain it, but you can't really explain it until you've gone through it really yourself. Sometimes the things that you think you want, God says, "Nuh-uh." He's sitting there on the throne saying, "Nuh-uh, you want that, but I know what it's going to do to you. I'm going to give you what you need, not what you want."
Right.
Sometimes what you need is not what you want. Just growing pains and picking up where I left off, because life has been really hard. When I lost my mom at 19 years old, and finding my spouse at 19 years old, and 3 years later, and we have a daughter, and
been through a lot of struggles.
Been through a lot of struggles.
It wasn't easy, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes we bicker and fight like old people.
God, yes.
We bicker and fight like old people. So proving that love is just not a simple fairy tale, it's narrow.
Sometimes it's hard.
It can be narrow.
It
can
hard,
be hard.
But it also can be beautiful. The only way it can be beautiful and long-lasting, honestly, we wouldn't have gotten here this far if it wasn't for the Lord.
Right.
We've gone through struggle, and you want to know what this message is for anyone who's married or in a relationship or engaged or whatever. You both need to read your word. Read your word, because that Bible is alive. Whether you agree with it or not, you're going to get tired of being tired, and you're going to get tired of going around on that little hamster merry-go-round.
Come on.
And you're going to be tired. Sometimes the things that you think you want aren't what God has planned for you.
Right. The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Whenever you think the grass is greener on this other side, that means you need to water your own yard. Because you want to know what? You're going to find out that you get on the other side, and you're going to think, why did I do that?
Right.
Let's go back.
Get that truth.
It's hard. Life is hard, and you can't do it without Jesus. Definitely.
Yeah, that's powerful, man. So, I mean, you heard it straight from her. I mean, this is kind of live things going on. I'm not going to get too detailed, but, every couple goes through experiences, and I guess you could say, sometimes God allows things to happen to kind of destroy. I guess you could say a little bit, he destroys you, but to build you better,
Sometimes he lets you do things that you think you want. And he was like, okay, well, go ahead, do what you think you want, but then once you're tired of it, come back to me. You come back to him, and whatever you wanted to do, he knows it was going to destroy you. So what you wanted to do is going to make you. What was meant to destroy you, God's using to make you.
So it's like adversity. So it's like, like if something... like
To bring you closer to the Lord.
right, exactly. Like it challenges you to overcome
And
that
let me
obstacle.
tell you, when you get closer to the Lord and the enemy knows it, he knows, oh crap, she's getting ready to get closer to the Lord and she's going to have that relationship with the Lord and he's going to fill your mind with constant doubt, feelings, emotions, a merry-go-round. Oh God, it makes you feel like you're losing your mind. I'm like, am I really where I'm supposed to be?
Right.
Am I really doing the right thing? Am I doing this? It's going to make you feel confused, and our God's not an author of confusion.
But then the affirmation, when he hits you with that revelation,
it's peace.
It's pure peace, because when you look back on all the issues you went through and all the struggle and that darkness,
Looking
and
at
then
the events.
right, and then Christ brings you out of it, and then you look back and go, this is why I had to go through that. This makes sense. This, because without adversity there's like no growth. So you had to kind of hit that wall to plow through that wall so you can kind of understand the significant meaning. You know, like a really good friend of mine told me, you know, that you can't always just, you know, just pray for courage. God is not going to just zap you with courage. He's going to give you an opportunity to be courageous. Just like God won't magically zap you with strength. He'll give you an opportunity to be strong. So you have to enjoy the process, rejoice in your trials, as it says, because of this reason.
It's hard.
So again, to kind of bring this all together, I think this is why it says, enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. The easy path, everyone takes the easy path. You know, because nobody wants to go through a struggle. Nobody wants to get out of their comfort zone. But if you learn how to get out of your comfort zone, then it has much longer lasting eternal rewards than just taking the easy way. That's just a temporary fix. That doesn't do anything. It says, and there are many who go in by it, because narrow is the gate and difficult, meaning it's a hard way, which leads to life, thus leads to Christ. And there are few who find it. If you ask anybody who could explain, true believers who can give you that Christ story, they're going to explain to you a struggle they went through before Christ found them. So there is that difficult nature in that. So I hope this reaches all you guys. You have anything to add to this? I think this is awesome.
I don't know.
It's revelation.
I don't know if I have anything else. I mean, I can't really stress it enough. You really need to get in your word. You want to know what? After what I experienced, what I really definitely learned that I wish I did before, you need to guide your heart. You need to lead your heart, and you need to guard your heart, because you want to know what? Your heart will lie to you.
And test all things.
You need to not lie. No, not lie. You need to lead your heart.
Lead. Right.
Lead your heart, because you want to know what? You also need to put on your armor every day. It's very important when you wake up, because you want to know what? The enemy is looking whatever he can to attack you and to fill your mind with his lies. I'm an example, because I was allowing it. But
now you're not anymore.
Now I'm not anymore, because God revealed truth. God will wake you up, and
the truth will set you free.
Smell a nice, yummy cup of coffee.
Right. Well, guys, it was awesome talking to you. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, whatever you want to do. You know, spread this, because you know this is, at the end of the day, this is just utter truth. So thank you for your time, and next time, just anytime you want to look at a video or just check me, if you want to message me, send us a message. We're happy to talk to you, because it's revelation time.